He knew it wasn't a real retirement. I mean, to me, it is too smart of an individual. He's just too smart of a human for me to think that. And if you really wanted to retire and you really were thinking, wait, I might retire, again, most players I've ever known in the history of football go, let me get away from the season a little bit and take some time. Get away from the emotions. Let me see where it goes from there. This just seemed very hasty. It really did. And that, to me, which makes me, again, believe that, I think there was another play. Again, if he was really thinking of retiring, I think he takes time and makes a decision right now and comes back and goes, okay, wait, I'm retiring. Oh, wait, I came back to play. He'd made that decision that early to give himself wiggle room to finagle some sort of play. That would be my 2 cents. And again, I know we don't know some of this and whatever, but I'm certainly going to have my ear to the ground a little bit, listening for things like that, as we go here through the week.
Well, I mean, I've already had some unsolicited stuff land in my lap along those lines, and it goes back to the friction with Arians, that's still there. And, Chris, the decision to make a quick exit would tend to line up with the idea that he was just frustrated and irritated, and it was a long year. And
sure, yeah.
There's something going on that I don't like here as it relates to the interactions on the coaching staff, et cetera, et cetera. That's a reason why you don't take some time to figure out what you want to do. It's just, get me the hell out of here. I need a break. I just need a break. And maybe it just came down to that. He just needed a break. He needed to get away. He needed to recharge. He needed to reconsider. He needed to witness the process. So you don't have to wait until September to see the NFL rolling on without you, because it will, without anyone connected to the game, everyone connected to the game. The train is going to keep going no matter who it is. Brady was seeing that. He was seeing the NFL train rolling forward. Last week was the prime example of it. Aaron Rodgers stays put. Russell Wilson gets traded. Carson Wentz goes to Washington. Jimmy Garoppolo, where's he going to go? Everybody's talking about everybody else except Tom Brady. Well, we were talking about Tom Brady because we thought he was going to come back. I just thought he was going to go to the 49ers. But he was getting a glimpse of what it was going to be like in September. The NFL kept on moving. And, Chris, I also do think, when you consider his statement from yesterday, and we haven't even read that yet, they may have put it on the screen. The past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. He was in the stands the day earlier watching Cristiano Ronaldo. He got to experience going to a sporting event and being the spectator of the guy on the pitch who's doing all the great things. He still wants to be the guy on the field doing all the great things. I think that may have been a factor as well. Look, he's not comfortable. Look at him. He's not comfortable in the stands. He wants to be out there on the field, even though he probably could play. Look, he's miserable. I don't want to overstate it, but he does not look comfortable as a guy who's a spectator. He wants to be the man in the arena. I don't know. That sounds familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to be.
That's what he is. I mean, listen, he's the ultimate man in the arena. He lives for it. He really has. I mean, he puts his money where his mouth is, the way he lives, the way he prepares himself. So I understand that. And that's where I love Tom Brady. I have tremendous respect, for him, for all those type of things. And I think you're right too. I mean, really, I think we were at the Combine when he had the quote, when he was talking about, I'm going to sleep, in my childhood bed or whatever. That to me, the rest of the comment was, it really made me chuckle, because he's like, I've been hanging out with my family for the last 5 weeks, and it's been great, and it's really been like, I've gotten to see what that's like. Like that to me said it all. Where I was like, oh, okay, well, see, he's realized, wait, I'm around my family plenty. I can go throw footballs and work out a little every day and come back, and I'm still around my family. I'm not missing that much. And I think that's probably what he came to the realization with a little bit here in the process too. And yes, he's addicted to it. He is. I lived with a guy who was not Tom Brady, but played in the NFL for 15 years, and he was addicted to it. And it didn't matter. He wanted year 16. He wanted year 17. When he was 43 and out of the league for 5 years, he was still going, damn, I think I could still throw, and I could probably come back. I mean, that's just the way some of these guys are wired. Of course, Tom Brady's wired that way. So yeah, he's gonna have a hard time. He is, but he is gonna have to deal with farewell stuff this year.
Right. Your dad was the reason why Brett Favre came back
right.
at one point when he wasn't going
Right.
to come back, because he heard Phil Simms on the radio saying, you play until they rip the uniform off of you, because
there's only
once
so
it's
many
gone,
rounds
it's
of golf
gone.
you could play. Right. It's something like that, Dad says. Oh, yeah, you play until they rip it off. And, there's only so many rounds of golf you play until you look up and you go, okay, yeah, that was great. That's my, 70th round of golf this month. And, okay, it's still not football and running out there and competing every day and being in the locker room. Certainly, that's a hard thing to give away. Not only the competitive part, it is the camaraderie and being around the guys. It's all addicting. There's nothing that can replace playing quarterback in the NFL. It's the greatest adrenaline rush in the world. It's up there with any job there is.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.